Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video I'm going to be covering Nyx. She made her first appearance in Spawn, issue number 122, in December of 2002. Now her real name is Carrie Andrews, and she also goes by She-Spawn, having blue eyes and black hair. Nyx is one of the most powerful magic users on Earth, studying magical arts since she was very young. Due to this, she has a wide array of mystical abilities, but one of the most prominent of these is her ability to psychically link with others. By her use of something called shadow thread, she could locate people anywhere throughout the world. This also allowed her to link people back with their shadows, as well as take parts of their abilities and exhibit a degree of control over them. She manifests many of her abilities through the use of two main pieces of equipment, one being the shadow thread itself, and another being the silver white moon blade. And as formidable as her magical abilities are, there was a period that she actually had the suit of Spawn. This gave her a degree of his vast superhuman strength and durability, as well as some of the suit's other necroplasmic abilities. Now, she was born as Carrie Andrews in Long Island, New York. But when she was only 2 years old, she lost her mother and had no other siblings. Just a couple of years later, when she was still very young, she started practicing magic by herself. And after several years is when she gave herself the nickname Nyx. Around her preteen years is when she started practicing with two of her friends, named Lily and Thea. But this bond didn't last because Lily got distracted with boys, and Thea's life went out of control the more she understood about magic, which ultimately led to her taking her own life. After many years went by and Nyx grew up to be a very powerful magical practitioner, she one day sensed a soul that had been separated from its shadow. Tracking this down led her to Simmons, aka Spawn. This is during a period that he had his powers stripped from him, and she found him wandering the streets in a daze. She used her vast magical knowledge to help him regain his powers, using her silver white moon blade and shadow thread. But she also decided to keep a sliver of the thread for herself so that she could keep a degree of control over him without him knowing. Her interaction with Spawn had caught the attention of a very powerful ruler in Hell named Mammon. He came to her one night in a vision, reminding her of her two friends from the past and letting her know that Thea's soul now belonged to him, unless she came to him for an exchange. The day after this, Nyx asked Spawn what hell was like. And when he revealed to her the torturous pain that souls went through there, she plotted on how she could have her friend released from there. She made the hard decision to barter a deal with Mammon to enter Hell and return with one soul. This is when she used her shadow thread powers to absorb Spawn's suit and enter Hell. Upon arriving there, she came across the Redeemer, who had been trapped there, and he, sensing the Spawn suit, immediately went to attack her, thinking that it was Simmons. But after a brief battle, she disclosed to him that she was not Al and that she was there to help a friend escape. This calmed the situation down, and he reluctantly agreed to actually help her if she would agree to help him escape as well. She agreed, but deep down she knew that she was lying because she could only save one person. Nevertheless, the two of them set out searching for Thea, and even engaged in battle with a demon that was pretending to be Nyx's father. But eventually they found Thea, who ironically didn't want to leave. She knew that her body was destroyed and she couldn't really return to Earth, and instead she just asked to be freed from this torment and have her soul wiped from existence. Ultimately, the Redeemer gave Nyx his sword so that she could carry out the destruction of her friend's soul and set her free. Nyx was then actually able to keep her bargain with the Redeemer, and they both returned to Earth. When she got back, she went to return Spawn's powers, awakening him from a coma and sending him into a berserker state. The Redeemer stepped in to protect Nyx and take the brunt of Spawn's rage, which led to him falling before the might of Spawn. This is also the time that Mammon came to take away Nyx's powers for payment on their deal. Nyx would then go on to have a crazy adventure to try to find someone to restore her powers, at one point along the way even being possessed by a powerful forgotten angel named Zera. But when it was all said and done, Mammon made the surprising decision to return her powers, saying that he no longer needed them. And Spawn ended up forgiving her for her betrayal, and they went on to be good friends. Now, due to her powers and abilities, and her influence on the Image Comics universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Nyx a rating of 5, which is an enigmatic rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to The New Sage.